Hi guys, this is Thomas from Lab Auto Detail, and today in this video I'm going to show you how I transformed this beautiful Audi RS6. Being a winter driven car, it is really dirty, the paint is really scratched, but today we're gonna do everything to literally transform the car. Today I'm going to focus on the exterior of the car only, and why? Because I was giving a training to one of my fellow subscribers of my TikTok platform. In order to have the best before and after at the end, we of course did a full deep clean of the car and also the undercarriage, as you can see right there, but also we did some polishing to the paint to literally bring the car back to life. As you can see here, I was rinsing out the undercarriage of the vehicle, and look at all the dirt that was stuck in this area. This is insane. It was literally rocks upon rocks that was coming out of the car. It was so satisfying to rinse. The next step is going to be cleaning the wheels and tire of the car, and also at the same time the suspension and the wheel wells. The first product I'm using for this area of the car is HP12 from Mafra. And why? Because this is a really good product to use before rinsing and is going to help me remove most of the dirt before the mechanical action of the cleaning process. The second product is wheel and tire cleaner from Maniac line, and this is also a really good product to clean not only the wheels and the tire, but also the wheel wells when it's made out of plastic, and the suspension also. This wheel has a lot of tight spot and nooks and crannies, so I'm using all type of brush to help me clean those spots. So example, a detail brush is very useful during this step. After rinsing the product, as you can see around the suspension and also inside the wheels, there is a lot of tar spot, and basically this is dirt that gets stuck on the surface and is really hard to remove. So I'm going to be using Decaflash from Mafra, and this product is going to help me dissolve every tar spot and remove them easily with my finger like this. Of course, before removing them, I'm going to let the product work for around 5 minutes. After removing every tar spot, I'm going to rinse the wheel to remove the product, and then I'm going to apply Beneficia from Labo Cosmetica, which is basically a spray and rinse protection, and it's going to help me rinse and dry the wheel after. Next is going to be the cleaning of the exhaust of the car. So I'm going to be using first Chronos from Labo Cosmetica. So this is a really good product for this area. But as you can see, there is still some dirt in the exhaust. So I'm using Flash Bright with a steel rule to remove everything safely. For the undercarriage of the vehicle, I'm going to be using also wheels and tire cleaner from Maniac line. So yes, this is the same product for the cleaning of the wheel and tire, but also a really good product for cleaning this kind of area. Because the paint was really dirty and had a lot of debris on it, I'm going to be using a pre-rinse, of course, before rinsing the exterior of the car. The pre-rinse is going to help me remove most of the dirt during the rinsing process, but also it's going to help me remove the dirt as safe as possible. As crazy as it sounds, if I was to rinse the paint of the car without any pre-rinse or lubrication, I would be actually scratching the paint because I would be pushing the dirt with the pressure of my pressure washer onto the paint, and this would cause minor scratch to the paint, so we want to avoid that. Really important not to forget to clean the door jambs and also the space around the gas cap, because this is the kind of details that the customer will enjoy when opening the door or filling up with gas. With the foam now on the paint, I'm going to be cleaning every nooks and crannies and also all the grille of the car. And the Audi RS6 is one of the worst cars to clean because there is so much detail to clean with the detail brush. So this is a very long process and you really have to be patient. Of course, before rinsing everything, I'm going to clean the paint with a microfiber mitt using the 2-bucket method. Before any type of polishing, it is very important to decontaminate the paint with a iron remover using a clay bar also. Here you can see me use Sidero from Labo Cosmetica, and basically this is a really good product because the product is a gel-like. So I'm going to be using the clay bar at the same time that the product is going to be doing its thing on the paint. So this is a 2-in-1 process. After a couple of passes on the trunk, you can see that my clay bar is now full of contaminant. After this process, I'm going to be rinsing the paint, and I'm really going to take my time here because I want to remove any kind of residue on the paint and also the product itself. Of course, before polishing the paint, I'm going to be drying out the surface with a Mitrovac blower, which is, by the way, a really good tool to dry a car or a bike or anything. And I'm going to use a microfiber to do the last couple of touches before polishing the paint, like I said. Now, because my student had never done polishing, I was really focused on his learning, so I didn't take the time to film the process. So here I'm going to show you some footage of another car that I polished in the past. So this is basically a SL600 from a Mercedes, and this is the same thing I did to the RS6. So basically this is a two-step polish using a microfiber pad and a foam pad, both from Lake Country. For the product, I was using Audace and Fiero from Labo Cosmetica. I'm going to talk about the polishing process because there is so much to tell you guys about it in another video, but today we're going to focus on the finishing step for the RS6. So basically the finishing step is first applying the tire dressing at the tire and also the suspension, but also looking at every detail of the car to see if there is still some dirt. As you can see, the area surrounding the rear view camera of the car was still a little bit dirty, so basically I took a detail brush and HP12 from Mafra, and look at the result. It is as good as I want to. On every car I do, the finishing step with the interior and the exterior take me around 1.5 hours every time. Here is the final result for this beautiful Audi RS6, and honestly this is the perfect car for the winter here in Quebec. If I had to choose for a car to daily drive, this would be it. It is very powerful, it sounds great with the beautiful twin turbo V8, and there is a lot of space on the inside, so basically this is the perfect car for a daily driver. So look at the before and after of the paint. It is absolutely mesmerizing. The before was really scratched, as you can see right now, and the after is so much more glossy. The depth of the color is brought back to life. So honestly, a polish on a paint is insane, and also on the tail light, the before and after is absolutely insane. One thing I really love to do on the cars I clean is cleaning the suspension, like I showed you in the video before, but look at the before and after. It is so beautiful, and during the process and even after when I do the finishing step, this is so satisfying to watch. It really looks like the car just left the factory, and honestly even better with the polishing step. And look at this, you guys, the before and after of the undercarriage. It is insane. And honestly, it's not difficult to wash, but the finishing step I was talking about earlier in the video is pretty difficult. I just don't have much space to apply the tire dressing with my detail brush, so to have a really good result for the before and after of the undercarriage is really a time-consuming process. In the past, I had the chance to clean many RS6, like approximately 10 of them, but this was the first one to have a ceramic brake kit. When I saw the car arrive in the garage, I was really excited to clean the car because I was like, oh yes, no brake dust to clean. Yes, you don't have to clean the brake dust, but you have to be careful for the tar spot because these type of brake generate a lot of them. As we can see, the exhaust of the car came out absolutely beautiful at the end. And yes, I'm gonna let you guys hear the beautiful twin turbo V8 of the car. Don't worry, I let the car warmed up. Thanks for watching the video, you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to Lab Auto Retail.